Hello, Freedom Family. I'm Mark, and I am so glad that you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. And I am so ready for today's conversation, because today we're going to talk about how you can have that right perspective on those things that are standing in the way of your success. So let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started today, could you do me a favor? Could you become part of the Freedom Family by subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you can be a part of every conversation that we have? Tell me, is it just me in my life, or maybe you're in your life as well, that sometimes things come against us, right? Our circumstances happen, those roadblocks happen, right? That flat tire you get on the way to work, or that thing that you're trying to do and then your computer crashes, or the relationship you're trying to build and then all of a sudden you get into a fight, right? There's these things that we're trying to do, just even life that we're living out. And sometimes something gets in the way. What happens when the circumstances come against you, or when something happens that gets in your way, or a failure is just around the corner? What do you do at that time? Sometimes, if you're like me, you do the first thing that you can do, which is this: you find somebody to blame. Something's going on, something's going wrong, something isn't working in my life, and it's somebody's business. It's that other person, it's the person I'm in a relationship with, it's that boss at work, it's that person in a relationship who's just so unreasonable. We always find that there is somebody to blame for the circumstance we're in and the challenge that we're walking through. And I say that because sometimes we're doing the worst thing we can do by looking around us for somebody to point a finger at. It doesn't mean that people aren't doing things, right, and they're not really involved in maybe getting in our way or stopping us from succeeding, or being a roadblock or a hindrance for that success, that goal, that desire that we have in our life. It doesn't mean that people shouldn't be held accountable, or they wouldn't have some responsibility or some blame for the things that are coming against you. But here's the challenge in life. The more I spend time in finding somebody to blame, the less I spend time in finding answers. You can't do both. Have you ever been there, maybe in your life? And I know I've been there in mine, where you're just angry at everything, right? And there's always somebody at fault somewhere for anything that you're going through. How much energy do we want to spend in that? Because at the end of the day, we'll still be in the same position we were at before we started blaming people. But if I stop blaming those around me, whether they should be held accountable, whether they should be at fault or whatever, if I stop looking for somebody to blame and I start looking for an answer, a way out, a solution, a thought process that's going to help me move forward, the sooner I'll be able to find myself on the other side of that obstacle, that wall, that issue, that challenge. There will always be challenges with people in our lives. It's called relationship. It's what humans do, right? Sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't. Sometimes people have our best interest in mind, sometimes they do the opposite. But I can't change them, and blaming them won't change them either. But finding a solution for where I'm at, finding a way to move forward, even if there's an obstacle in the way, that I can dictate, that I can determine, that I can put energy into, and that is going to benefit me. I can't benefit from blaming people. I can just continue to be in the same place where I'm at. And you know, like I do, at the end of the day, nobody wants to hear people complaining. As right as your complaint may be, nobody wants to hear it, but everybody loves to hear how you've gotten through the issue, how you've overcome the challenge, how you've gotten past the roadblock in your life. Your energy is better spent looking towards your solution instead of looking back at the person to blame. I can't look back and move ahead, and neither can you. So put time, put energy, put effort, put thought, put action, put words towards the solutions of your life. Let's not be like the crowd. Everybody else is looking for somebody to blame. Hardly anybody's looking for solutions, but those people who are finding the solutions are the people that will lead the world. You have it on the inside of you. You're able to do that. If you want to know how to do more of that, how to really have a correct mindset, how to really refocus and have a mindset towards the things that you're called to, the life that you're called to lead, well, I've got a solution for you. We have a course called Life Mastery. It is a step-by-step method that will help you discover who you're created to be, so you can have the life you're created for and overcome everything that's standing in the way. It is a solution for the life you're living right now so that you can have the life that you're created for. If you're interested in that, we have Facebook, we have Instagram. Man, DM us on one of those. Let us have a conversation so we can see if this is something we can partner in together. Your future and your life lived out. Lived to the fullest in the fulfillment of who you're created to be. My name is Mark, and I'm glad you're here. At _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, truth, and knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let us know that something here is resonating with you. Put a comment down below. Let me know about how you transition from blaming to solution finding in your life. And if you can do nothing else, man, hand this video off to somebody that you know maybe needs a switch in their mindset. And at the end of the day, if you do nothing else, dominate your day.